Hello learners, welcome to Business Skill Unit, Module 4, Starting a Business. I'm your unit facilitator, Mr. Stanley Onyancha. This module has two topics, Starting a Business 1 and Starting a Business 2. These topics contain interactive learning content and continuous assessment in the form of multiple choice questions and true or false questions. In this section, we are going to learn Starting a Business 1, subtopic 1. By the end of this subtopic 1, you will be able to, number 1, define the term self-employment, and number 2, differentiate between self-employment and salaried employment. Let us start by defining the terms. Dear learners, let us start by defining the term self-employment. Self-employment is defined as where a person works for himself rather than working for someone else or a company that they do not own. To be self-employed, an individual is normally highly skilled in a trade or has a nice product for their local market. Examples are selling of clothes, as you can see from the picture, butchery business, where you can see a meat, and operating a taxi business, as you can see a man driving a vehicle. Now, I would like you to share with me what you think self-employment is by answering the following question. What defines self-employment in context of starting a business? Option A, owning and operating one's business or freelancing independently. Option B, working for a company on a contractual basis. Option C, being an employee with a flexible work schedule. Option D, starting a business in partnership with others. Now let us look at the difference between self-employment and salaried employment. So let us begin with the first difference, income structure. Self-employed individuals often earn income based on business profits or fees from services rendered. However, the salaried employees receive a fixed income, typically on a monthly or bi-weekly basis, regardless of the company's performance or individual output. Let us look at the examples that we have in the income structure. Number 1, a freelancer graphic designer. Number 2 is the marketing manager, a marketing manager. Then we have the accountants at the bank. Those are examples that we have in the income structure that will guide you on the difference in the income of the two groups of people. Let us go to the other, which is number 2, work autonomy and control. Students, so we say those in self-employment have greater autonomy over their work, while in salaried employment, employees typically follow the instructions of their superior and work within established company structure. Examples that are there in the work autonomy and control are the freelance writer. So what do I mean by this example? As you can see in the picture, the freelancer has the ability to control their own time, their own working schedule. A restaurant owner, they can open the shop at any time they want. And like the other number 3 example, as you can see in the picture, a retail Store employee. This is a person that is controlled and will open the business as per the agreement of the employer. So we go to the number 3, which is benefits and security. Self-employed individuals often have limited access to benefits compared to salaried employees. However, the salaried employees typically have access to benefits like health insurance, retirement plans, paid vacation, and sick leave. Other examples that we have are the health insurance, as you can see, a, retirement plan is employed persons. Employed persons after retirement, you'll be able to get a retirement plan as per the agreement with the employer. And finally, the other example is the sick leave. As you can see from the picture, we have an employee who has a picture on a notice that is saying, "I'm on a sick leave," which is very rare to somebody who is self-employed. The other one is risk and responsibilities. Self-employed individuals bear the risk and responsibilities of their business, while salaried employees generally have less exposure to business risk and responsibilities. Examples are a sole proprietor is personally liable for debts. Freelance web developer faces the risk of client non-payments, and an employed software engineer isn't reliable for the company's financial performance. We go to the next one. Now that you have learned the definition of term self-employment and the difference between self-employment and salaried employment, identify whether the following statements are true or false. Chinese, the first is salaried employees receive a fixed income regardless of business profits or output. Number B, self-employment refers to working for an employer and receiving a fixed salary. Number C, salaried employment involves individuals managing their own businesses or freelancing independently. And finally, number D, self-employed individuals have limited access to benefits compared to salaried employees. You are required to carry out. You are required to carry out an activity by performing the following task. So, Chinese, I expect you to visit a town near you and identify an entrepreneur and request him or her to tell you the advantages of being self-employed, and also visit any employed individual in any sector and inquire from them the advantages of being salaried employees. Note down the differences and post your answers in your class or WhatsApp as an assignment of this session. Thank you.